Speaking, our preparation is zero. But I hope that if government can stand from now to do whatever they can be able to do, we will succeed. We are not a member of Olympic Games, so I hope that by 2020, International Olympic Committee will credit us to be member, and we are preparing. We have done a lot this year. We need to do more. We just came back from Asaba last 2 weeks for karate championship, and we are going to Durban, South Africa, come June this year to continue where we stop. And I promise you, we have prepared ready to compete with the international karatekas.
Still sports tonight, the midweek edition of the show. We have made a change, a quick one, and we have two guys. These are good guys as well. Let me start from Yemi Adebayo, who is seated to my immediate right. Yemi, good to have you on sports tonight.
Always a pleasure to be here, Tony.
And of course, Onye Uchimachuku, the news editor of Sporting Life, another of Nigeria's best-selling sports dailies, is also with us. He's always here on Mondays and Fridays. A good guy, a good friend of the house. Onye?
Yeah, Wednesdays. Actually.
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Mondays and Wednesdays. Yes.
But why didn't you have the most beautiful girl, in this segment?
Do you want me to chase out Yemi Adebayo?
Well, Yemi could have been in the earlier segment.
You want to stay with her? Onye?
No, it's okay.
All right, let's just quickly update you before we come to issues around karate. We'll talk about karate in the next couple of minutes to react to what the president, Ejidike, who has also been named by sport writers as a pillar of sports in Nigeria. But before we do that, let's take you quickly to the Santiago Bernabeu and talk about UEFA Champions League, second semi-final, second leg currently going on. It is still Madrid 1, Manchester City 0. That's how it is. It is 89 minutes of football already played. We have seen stranger things happen in football. We've seen the last kick of the game turn things around. Can that happen tonight? Can Madrid hold it this way, which takes them to the final, or can City turn things around? Is this the end of the road for Manuel Pellegrini? Let's just wait for a few more minutes. We'll be able to tell you all about it. But at the moment, 89 minutes of football, Madrid are looking good for the final. Looks like we're going to be having the Madrid derby as UEFA Champions League final in Milan. But Onye, let's come back very quickly. Karate. You heard the president, Ejidike. I think he's doing so much for karate. But do you see that effort yielding the kind of result that he's talked about? Karate becoming an Olympic sport, and then Nigeria getting an opportunity to field athletes at the Olympics for karate. Yeah,
I mean, Tony, when there's a way, there's a way. I remember that wrestling was also excluded in the last Olympics, but people like Daniel Igali and other, world wrestling administrators came together, lobbied, and ensured that they return. Tony, I think we need more of people like Ejidike. This is a man that is, single-handedly sponsoring the karate tournaments in this country. He's also the chairman of the Kogi Karate Association. And, we talk of lack of funds all the time, but if we have men of means, if we have, corporate bodies, individuals taking up one sport like that and, bringing in, attracting their millionaire friends, bringing in money, then it will be good for our sportsmen and women. We can't keep on complaining about lack of funds when we have men like this, in this country. All we need is to create a conducive environment for them, let there be transparency, accountability, then they will be convinced that right environment will be there for them to, invest in sports development. So I think Swan did well by honoring him.
That's our national body, yes, the Sports Rights Association of Nigeria, yes, the national chapter.
Yes, honoring with the sports, the pillar of sports in Nigeria. You recall that the late Chief MK Abiola, Prince Dokwa Abidoye,
and some of the people that previously
held these iconic positions. Yes, Oji Uzokalo. And this man contributed immensely. We can't talk about the way late Chief MK Abiola
his contributions to sports.
The late Prince Dokwa Abidoye, remember, Youth Fund what he did with Youth Fund. And unfortunately, when he died, Youth Fund also died. It should not be that way, Tony. I think this man has a lot to do. The stake is higher for him, and we must, also cooperate with him, give him a lot of advice so that he can pool resources to help sports get to the next level.
All right, we wish him the best of luck on his new assignments as the pillar of sports in Nigeria. It's not an easy post to manage because sports is the unifying factor in Nigeria, and sports is always in need of funds. So if we call you pillar of sports, Chief Ejidike, you have to have deep pockets and be ready to give to sports.
You have to really be a pillar.
Really be a pillar. Not football. Not football. Not football. Football has enough.
And good enough is into karate.
He's into karate. So we have to look at karate. You have to look at table tennis. You have to look at taekwondo and other sports that are not getting the kind of attention that football.
On our part, we have to fight to make the environment conducive for him, because people like that always complain about sports being
so that their money doesn't go to
a
waste.
drain pipe.
Somebody is not working it.
You're not putting. I think Chief MK Abiola even as well said that about the NFF when he was alive. That he's not going to be holding the horns of the bull while some people are milking the cow. His words.
That the money was not rotating.
The money
His
was
words
going out.
was not rotating.
So I hope that doesn't happen.
Okay, all right. But let's talk table tennis very quickly, Yemi. The Nigerian Open, ITTF Nigeria Open. Aruna Quadri is the top seed, expectedly, is Africa's best table tennis player at the moment. And I think with the release of the seeds now for that tournament, we can begin to look forward to the competition proper.
Yeah, if you look at it from Nigeria,
it is always going to be Quadri Omasa. Quadri Omasa.
He's always been a madman. He's the one everybody will be seeking to beat. I don't envy him at all. But then again, it's also an opportunity to show that we are the best, show the stuff that you're made of. At this point, all that is left is to sit down and expect the best of the game to be on offer, not only for the guys, the ladies as well. I'm expecting that our ladies that have been doing it for long, Funke Oshunaike, Edem Ofiang also, to go all the way. And I'm hoping that Aruna Quadri will enhance his status as being Africa's best and uses competition as well as preparation for the Olympic, and also, like I said, enhance his status as the best table tennis player on the continent and go on all the way.
And one of the best 30 in the world.
Yeah.
It's no mean feat.
It's not, no, at all.
One of the best 30 in the world.
Getting to that position is something. Staying there is another thing. I'm very happy that he has not come crashing down.
Even when it came down a little bit, it went back
up.
It
went back, it fought back, and that's the stuff champions are made of.
All right, so we wish Aruna Quadri, who is flying our flag, we wish him the best of luck. We hope at the end of the Nigeria Open, it will be Aruna Quadri standing on top of the table.
Yeah.
You know what that means? We hope he will be the one standing on top of the table. Guys, let's come on very quickly and spend some few minutes to reflect on domestic football in Nigeria. Big game, easily one of the biggest games you will find on the domestic scene in the Nigerian Professional Football League, went down in Kano this afternoon, and the result, huge surprise as well. Because the result is that Enyimba went to Pillars and got an away win. 1-2, it ended. Only massive report for Enyimba. Pillars, we said, could be going on top of the log if they won this game, but Enyimba had different ideas.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the Enyimba squad, I think they should not settle for less. In this game, Theophilus Afelokai went out, and Femi Thomas came in.
Shows quality in depth.
It shows the kind of depth that this team possesses. And 2-1 against Pillars has also demonstrated that the stuff champions are made of. Rabiu Ali, the captain of Pillars, scored with his trademark free kick in the first half. I think it was a game of 2 halves, Pillars dominating. Then he came back in the second half, Nzube and Azemba.
And Ike Tangod.
And you see, Ike Tangod has not been playing this season. So I think for Paul Aibogun, you must have to look at how to use some of your stars. Because if you have an Ike Tangod,
some of your players for key games.
Yes, if you have Ike Tangod and you're not using him, then it means that you are just paying some players who are very good and you're not using them. So he scored the second goal, and that was it.
We'll come to talk about it some more, but let's just quickly give you this piece of